Welcome to another episode of Be Fearless podcast. And today our guest is certified transformational practitioner who turned her journey with her loss into a mission to empower women. Through her Limitless Mindset Coaching program, she helps women build confidence, embrace their true selves, and overcome emotional challenges related to their appearance. She's a passionate about guiding women towards self acceptance and walking with confidence. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the one, the only Kylie. And I forgot your last name.
Rhymes.
Rhymes. I
Rhymes.
know I
Yes.
was like Kylie Rhymes. I've been like talking with myself before you came in. I was like, Rhymes, yeah, like this, the singer Rhymes, yeah, Kylie Rhymes. And I'm doing all this thing. And then I'm here doing the interview. Of course, I have to make a boo-boo during doing the interview because if not, why not? If I'm not doing something right like that, it's not Dagmar Torres in the Fearless podcast. But here we are. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. And it's all about authenticity. Hey,
Exactly.
just go with it and it'll be all right.
Right. Welcome. I first of all thank you so much for your time and thank you for sharing your success and your journey. And like I was saying before, offline before we came in,
Mhm.
I can relate to what you do because I'm going through an episode where my hair is all over the place and all over my floor. But I can wait for you to share your journey, how you got into all this
Mhm.
and be able to inspire women into just move forward, and build confidence for the people that doesn't know you and they're just like hearing from you for the first time. Who was Kylie Rhymes growing up and what was her dream?
Well, I grew up in St. Louis, Missouri, so I'm a Midwest girl. And growing up, I just always envisioned myself in business. Realistically, it was always me giving some type of presentation in front of a group of people. And I just always had that vision. But part of that is because my grandfather was an entrepreneur. So when I was younger, he would always have little businesses for me to have on the side, like during the summers. So I had like a snow cone business and I sold that one summer. Then I had a watermelon business and I sold watermelons one summer. So I think it was ingrained in me that, yeah, I was going to go into business and later entrepreneurship. So I think that's just
That's
where it comes
fantastic. That is awesome. No, but I mean, I love it. I love that you sharing that experience because I think that most of the time when I mean people have you know grown with an entrepreneurship family, like that's the business, like that's it's ingrained within the family. Most of the time you see their children and their future generations just carry on with it.
from. Hmm.
So I love that. So you start your entrepreneurship, you know learning about it when you're a child, but now as a grown up, what drove you into becoming, a coach in walking this journey?
Well, actually, I was coaching in a different space. My background is in real estate investing. So I was actually coaching in that space and I was teaching people how to start and have midterm rentals. But that wasn't really fulfilling me wholeheartedly. I enjoyed what I was doing. I was, knowledgeable, skillful, all of the things, and people learned a lot of information. But it just wasn't really my passion. So one day I'm like, okay, what is it that I need to be doing? And it popped up. And this thing has popped up. This little voice has popped up in my head so many times, and I push it away. You need to help women with hair loss. And I'm like, no. Over the years, I have constantly been like, no, I am not. I am not sharing my story. I'm not putting myself out there like that. Now, for one thing, the real estate part, okay, yeah, I'm talking about real estate. That's the focus. But for me to share my personal story, oh, that was a whole nother ball game. but it was something I knew I had to do. And it just kept nagging at me, and to the point to where I'm like, okay, I'm going to surrender. I'm going to, follow instructions, and I am going to support women with hair loss due to my own journey with hair loss. And I have alopecia, so that's pretty much what led me down this journey.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I can definitely relate. And I know so many women out there relates with that journey. And I love your background of real estate. Um, we'll talk more about that offline. But anyway, I love that you just like follow your little voice. A lot of people just turn that off and they miss on so many great opportunities and so many things. And I love that you kind of like say, wait a minute, okay, let me just like listen and surrender to it. So after once you kind of like listen to it and turn it on and follow it through, what made you create your program?
Well, I had to think about what did I need when I was experiencing hair loss. Now, let me just tell you, I experienced hair loss a very long time ago. At this point, it's been over 18 years when I first noticed my little bald spot at the top of my head. So it's been a long journey, and I actually cut my hair off in this look in 2019. So you can imagine just 2019 probably through going back to maybe 2000, maybe 9 or something like that, 2008, something like that. I was dealing with the hair loss. I was covering it up. I was in denial. I was all of the negative things that you could imagine when you start losing your hair. So I was like, okay, I have to think about all of that. What did I have to put myself through in order to become confident? Because today I am very much so confident, and it's definitely the opposite of what I was. So what did I have to go through? What did I do to bring myself to this point? And that's what led me to creating the program. Now, I also did get some feedback from, other women with hair loss and clients and things like that. But that was the foundation of the program.
Oh, wow. So limited mindset coaching them is born, and how does it empower women to embrace their authentic self?
Well, we start with I start with just listening to the person. Like what is going on. Now, it could be hair loss, or it could be something else related to their appearance. Whatever it is that's affecting their confidence, my job is to sit and listen first, because everybody has a unique journey. Everybody has their own emotions and thoughts and feelings around whatever is happening with them. So just sitting there and listening, letting people get it out, because in addition to that, many people don't know anybody else who's experiencing whatever it is that they are experiencing, right? Yeah. Most of the time, you don't know too many people who are experiencing hair loss or have alopecia or any, those types of things. So you can't really go and say, hey, what's going on? What are you doing to handle this and get the support you need? Now, there are online communities and different places you can go to now, but in general, you just need someone to talk to and get it out. Just let it out. And that's what I'm there for at first. But once I understand what you're going through, how I can help, your challenges, then it's time to get to work. We need to work on that negative self-talk. We need to get rid of that identity, because all of us have an identity tied to our hair. Yes. I have it, and I know many other people do, especially women, because in society we're told and taught hair is part of beauty. So yes, that is a part of our identity. So now we have to let go of that identity, because if you're in a situation like me where your hair will not grow back, we have to accept and embrace that our hair isn't coming back. But for some people like yourself, your hair can grow back. So then there's a different route we need to go. There may be different things and challenges that you're facing. So we need to go down that route. So we need to just basically figure it out, work on those specific issues related to you, to say, okay, let's release it. Let's let go of any emotional negative ties related to this problem so that we can move forward. And once we're ready to do that, then we have to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. That's what I do.
Definitely.
Get comfortable with the uncomfortable, because now we need to go out in public, maybe cut your hair short, or, do different things that you would have normally not done. You have to now do that so that you can become comfortable stepping into your new identity. So for example, for me, I cut my hair really, really, really short and like a little boy cut. And I use little hair fibers to cover up the bald and thinning spots. And then I would just go out and do different things, like maybe go get lunch by myself, go to the movie, just do things by myself, because I had to get comfortable just with the shortcut in general. Because before that, I was hiding up under a wig with all this long hair. So, not having any hair, or short hair, I should say, I had to get comfortable and get used to people looking at me, because when you cut your hair off, people are going to look. So you got to get comfortable with that. That's a big deal when you're an introvert like me and you don't want anybody looking at you. You're used to, like, being in the background and just chilling.
Besides being comfortable, are there any other common emotional challenges that you find women facing in this journey?
Yes. So there are a lot of different phases that women go through. So I talked about denial, because I was in denial for a long time. Many women are. Our first thing to do is, let's go figure out how we can get our hair back. Let's go Google, let's go YouTube, and, figure out what essential oils we can use and all of those things. So denial is one. Then you may experience frustration because you're trying to use all of these products to regrow your hair and it's not working. So you're becoming frustrated. You're becoming angry. That's another phase, because you can't resolve this, or angry because now you may realize that your hair isn't coming back. You may have seen a dermatologist or someone who has let you know what's happening with you. And you now realize, okay, this is official. My hair isn't coming back. So that can create anger, because again, it's hair. That's a big deal for people. But once you push past all of those phases, and again, you may not experience all of them, but you eventually will get to acceptance and embracing. That's the final phase where this is what it is. I can't change it. So now how do I move forward with my new identity and step into that with confidence, because I still have a life to live. I still have to move forward. So let's embrace this. Let's accept this, and let's do what needs to be done so that you can move forward with your life. And I'm not saying that women need to shave their hair bald and be like me or anything like that. It may be you want to continue to wear wigs or head wraps or do whatever it is that makes you feel comfortable. And we work on that. What is going to make you feel comfortable? And we proceed with that.
Awesome. I love that. I love that, because it's not like just one way for everybody to solve the issues. It's just like tailored to your client's emotion.
Yes, it has to be. It
Yeah.
has to be.
And that also kind of like makes me think about how differently each one of us have a relationship with their hair. Like, some people will be happy, okay, just let me, let go of it, or other people will be more attached to it. Which also leads me to ask you, then how do you work with the clients? And I think that you also did this with yourself, but how you work with the clients to shift that negative talk and then turn that into confidence, into, radiate a new person within them.
Well, I do take women through different processes that I have available to myself. So I run them through different processes to help eliminate that negative emotion. So that is what I do. What I use is a process called rapid rewire. And it really quickly helps people get out of those negative emotions. So I start there, and let's release it. Now I'm not saying those emotions are going to disappear totally, but I get you to the point to where if those emotions come up, you're handling them in a different way. You're not handling them negatively and thinking, oh, everybody thinks I'm ugly, or, this or that. No, you're going to handle it like, oh, okay, well, this person's staring at me. Guess they think I'm beautiful. But before that may have triggered you like, this person's staring at me. They must think I'm ugly. So that's how we have to shift things around. We have to basically, like I said, eliminate or just kind of integrate those negative emotions. So I take people through those type of processes. But outside of that, then it's about really journaling. I have a journal. I call it the Bougie Baldy Journal. And basically you're writing it out, because it is a journey. It's a hair loss journey or hair release
Yeah.
journey. So you need to write out what's going on. It looks different for everybody. One person may have a head full of hair and then wake up the next day and have a big clump on their pillow, and or another person is losing or just shedding hair gradually. So it's just different for everybody, but you are able to write it down and track it so that you can pay attention to what's going on, get those feelings out, set goals for yourself. Like, okay, this week I am going to go to the movies by myself, and blah blah blah, whatever that goal may be. You set those goals. So I make sure I provide that journal. We have support, so you can get on a call with other clients, and we just have monthly support calls and different things like that. So I just try to give women as much as they can, receive, whatever I can give to help support them through their hair loss journey so that they can be confident.
What other advice would you give women that are struggling with self-image?
I would tell them that it all starts within, and I know that's cliche. I know it is, but it's the truth, because it is all about how you think. It's all about your mindset. It's all about how you view yourself, and also how you know yourself. Okay. Because when you know who you are, that automatically boosts your confidence. When you know what type of person you are, what you bring to the table, your values, your morals, that's automatically going to boost you up, because you're going to hold your head up high. Right.
Yes.
So just doing those types of things.
Awesome. Let me ask you a question, because obviously, we women take in consideration others people's opinions all the time. And we always concerned about what will people say, what will society will say. And we're talking about generally everything, not only hair, but like, our bodies, our weight, now how we look, our, what people expect from us. How do you help women break free from those societal expectations and embrace themselves through this journey?
So we have to, and I instill in women that you have to not care. You just don't care, because, people are always going to have an opinion. There's always going to be someone out there that has something to say. You cannot care about that. What matters is how you feel and what you think about yourself. And as long as you feel like you're beautiful and you are worthy and you're confident, then that's what's going to project on the outside. So I know me personally, I have blinders, and this is something I probably have developed over the years, I'm sure, but I truly don't pay attention to people like that when I'm out and about. Not to say I don't pay attention to my surroundings, but I don't really pay attention to the person who's staring at me, or, who may be looking at me, because I just don't care. I am just that confident on the inside where I'm like, okay, well, you're looking. I guess you like what you see, versus back years ago, before I got to this point, I would have been like, oh my goodness, what's happening? I need to go run and hide, because, this person's looking at me. So that is what I would offer.
Awesome. I love it, and I can't wait to hear what would you say about. Hold on one second. I'm having. My dog is almost about to. There you go. Things that happen live, things that happen live.
Right.
If you see the light coming down, and you know why. Okay, so let's move forward. One more question, because I really need to know, what has been the most rewarding part of your journey helping women transform the mindset and also building confidence?
The most rewarding moment. Let me see. I think the most rewarding moment is, and this has happened with several women, so I don't want to just single one woman out, but it's when women come to me and they are in relationships already, and they feel like their spouses are not going to be attracted to them, or are no longer attracted to them because of their hair loss. And when I work with them, and things shift and change around, and I see their confidence, and they report back to me what happened with their partners or spouses or whatever, and it's been a positive experience where the spouses are like, no, I love you. And, I'm still here. Those are great moments for me because that spouse or partner felt that way anyway, outside of my client doing the work. But it just took me to work with them to build them up so that they can even speak to their spouse openly and communicate to them about what's going on with them so that they can receive the support that they need, because everyone needs support when they're going through something.
Definitely. Oh my God, I love everything. Can you talk to us a little bit more about your program?
Yes. Okay, so I do have a 90-day program that I take women through. And basically, we get together, and I'm sitting here thinking, and I'll pause for a second because I'm like, I feel like I said it already, but I'm going to say it again. Just in case I missed anything. But we sit for 90 days. We get together. I listen to exactly what is going on with you, how you're feeling, the emotions you're having, how it's negatively affecting you. And then we get to work. And that's when I told you earlier, we get to working on you through those processes and getting rid of the negative identity, negative self-talk, those negative experiences you've held on to due to your hair loss, all of that stuff related to your hair loss or whatever it may be. We're getting rid of that. Then the next part of the process is getting comfortable with the uncomfortable. And that's when you start going out and about and really doing different things that get you comfortable with your hair loss, getting comfortable with you being in public and being around people, as a bald woman or wearing your wig, and just being confident and comfortable with that, whatever that may be. So yeah, we go through all of these things until the end of the 90 days where you're feeling like you're ready, and you're ready. You've already probably at that point, and many women that I've worked with at that point are to the point to where they're just stepping out, and I don't really have to do much. It's just like a celebration, right? But yeah, at the end of the 90 days, the goal is for you to be confident to do whatever it is you want to do regards to your hair loss, whether that's go ahead and cut your hair off and rock a bald head, wear your wigs, go find some pretty, head scarves or bandanas or head wraps and wear those, whatever that may be. We're going to get you together, make sure you feel confident about that look, and move forward.
I love it. I love the whole 9 yards. I definitely encourage you to connect with you. So where people can reach out to you?
Well, you can visit me on my website. Actually, you can book a call with me, or you can take my authenticity assessment or analysis. I can give you an analysis. But if you go to www.limitlessmindsetcoach.com, you can definitely book a call with me. You can complete a questionnaire, and I'll give you a video recording analysis about your authenticity, and we can go from there. So I have some great things on the site. So definitely check out my website. You can also find me on social media. I am on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok under Miss Kellie Michelle. So you can find content there. I share stories. I give information. I have a lot of things out there on social media just to educate you guys and entertain you guys and for you to get to know me. So check it out.
I follow you on TikTok, so yes.
Oh, good.
I love your content. And you guys, you have to check out her TikTok. She has tons of great content there too. So Kellie, thank you so much for sharing your journey, for doing what you're doing for women, helping us, build, changing our mindset and building confidence. This is so important for us, especially when going through this hair loss experience. So I definitely hats off to you, and I give you, all the applauses in the world. Hold on one second. Did I give you applauses? You need a big applause.
Oh, thank you.
Definitely, we need more of this. And thank you so much for doing it. I truly wish you the best. And thank you for coming in here and sharing your experience with us.
Oh, thank you for having me. I really appreciate being on your show.
Thank you. All right, you guys, don't forget to connect with Kellie. I will bring the links again. They're also going to be at the description of this episode. But just to review, Instagram is MS Kellie Michelle. So as you can see in the screen, and also go to limitlessmindsetcoach.com and connect with Miss Kellie and enjoy this journey of becoming more authentic and more confidence. I'm very sure that you will enjoy it and you will not regret every, not even a second of it. All right. Thank you, Miss Kellie, for your time. And you guys, until the next one, don't forget to unlock your potential and be fearless. See you next week.